I wanted to do this on Facebook Live, but where I'm sitting right now at the ocean with this cliff behind me, I don't have any service, so I'm going to record it instead and then share it on Facebook for you. But this morning I am getting more awareness and insight into what's being created as more of us just drop all pretense and start to share who we are and start to share what we love just through our expression, no longer toning it down and really just showing up, knowing that people's hearts are asking for assistance and awakening, whether their mind is aware of it or not. So I want to share a little example of that. Last week I had this amazing opportunity to go and have two speaking opportunities, one with an international group of facilitators for horse-assisted education, and they are so at the forefront of that industry and that offering, which is still pretty much brand new for the world. And I got to go and share, the reason I was there is not because I necessarily do that work directly. The programs that are certifiable as horse-assisted education, but because my entire life, my background has grown from my awareness of horses in the animal kingdom and how that has served to nourish and guide me on my own journey. But I went in and shared tools of awareness rather than like industry standard modalities or programs. Now the tools can apply to that, but it was such an honor, and I felt kind of in this state of amazement how beautiful it is that people from within their industries have such an open heart and open mind to welcome in something that would expand their ability from a different angle. And I was so warmly received and so honored. It's still integrating. I don't have the words necessarily, other than the amazing love that people are sharing, even through professional levels now. It's stunning. So after that, I had another opportunity to share with a group of corporate facilitators in Silicon Valley in the East Bay, east of San Francisco. And the topic of that presentation is bringing consciousness to work. So the people who showed up there, just showing up, was an amazement. They were already open and looking to receive more about consciousness related to work. I know I'm just sort of repeating the words, but it's so beautiful that we can have these conversations out loud now. So I had somebody presenting with me who has been a facilitator in that corporate dance for a number of years, and it was so beautiful to spark off of each other and play off of each other, to be able to share some great stuff, some sensory awareness and tools of sensory awareness with people who are very much in, the fast-paced, innovate land of technology. One person in particular, one of the things I did at first was ask if there was anybody in the room who was woo-woo intolerant, because I wanted to know where people might already have filters in place for the kind of information and awareness that I was there to share. And one of the people who's very well-known and well-respected facilitators, he put his hand up. He said, yeah, I can only handle so much. I said, that's perfect. It was so fantastic, and his input was stellar, absolutely stunning. To just open awareness through his own resistance, actually. And where we ended up coming to through his resistance is he got to see where he already uses these tools, especially when things get super intense. He already uses his awareness in very gifted ways. And just seeing a different way to talk about it, a different way to organize the information, a different way to organize his awareness, it was really, really, really sweet seeing him sit there with this funny smile on his face as he was starting to connect the dots for how amazingly he already uses his abilities. That presentation that we did and that we shared, you could just see in people's eyes, it touched them in a way that they were so welcome, so ready to hear and receive. And then, you know, we get to make it pragmatic right into their context. You know, we showed them how it feels, and gave them the experience of how it feels to be in a room of 25 or 30 people with nobody talking, nobody speaking, nobody planning, and yet here's how it feels when a group of people with the same priority is self-organizing. And basically what we did was tear the room apart and give them the priority of using these tools of awareness, and then have everybody put the room back together. But it's such a different sense in the room and such a different feel. And in the land of technology where people are not necessarily directed to feel things and instead to analyze and calculate and bottom line and perform and speed up, for an hour, everybody in the room, without trying to understand it, got to walk around and feel what it's like to be in harmony with a group of people. Huh. I could just cry. Oh, it's so awesome. And so when I look at all of my expression, I mean, I've been on this journey for a long time, and like a lot of facilitators saying, okay, I want to share my heart, what's my purpose, blah, blah, blah. I didn't ever really look at it that way, but it has been a journey of how the heck do I share my gifts? What is it that I can create that will assist humanity to know their ability to be kind to one another, and how rich and easy kindness makes things. And what I'm starting to see, the more opportunities I get to play with people in groups or one-on-one, is that what's being created from my own expression is opportunities for people to know the sense of harmony. And then they can take it wherever they want from there, you know. It's a different paradigm, it really is. It's a different way of looking at success. It's a different way of looking at relationships, that we have a priority of harmony and then create from that foundation, and sharing these tools and guiding people to be aware of what they're actually feeling. You know, it doesn't get to the same level of awareness every time, obviously, but the sense is still there. That tone of harmony is still there, and the cells of our bodies understand that. So it's just been an amazing journey this past week, and I look forward to sharing more. And you know, here I am out at the beach. I don't know if you can hear, I'm sure you can hear the ocean behind me. I wish I could show it to you. Well, I could. I can turn it around here. one of my favorite places on the planet. So, yeah, I wonder, how creation happens when we start from a foundation of harmony. That's something that I play with every day. And harmony, you know it, you feel it. So if that sounds like fun to you, play with it and come play with me. That's really what we're doing all the time. And whatever it takes to clear the way so that humanity can know what it is to be embraced, to be loved, to be nourished, and to share.